Hi and welcome. My name is Natalia. I am your registered dietitian, also board certified functional and integrative practitioner in nutrition. And I'm excited to talk to you about stress with you today, since it seems it's been a stressful year, stressful times. And when it comes to feeling well and trying to eat the right foods, I'm sure you have heard about hormones and the impact of foods on certain hormones and what certain hormones do or not do when these are out of balance. So, I'm going to talk about how stress impacts cortisol. I don't know if you have heard about this hormone, but it is a hormone that our body makes naturally, and the whole goal is to have balance with this hormone. And this cortisol hormone has specific functions in our body, such as making sure that parts of the inflammatory response is suppressed, also maintains resistance to stress, and also maintains mood and emotional stability. Believe it or not, this hormone prevents the loss of sodium in the urine, so very important hormone. Now, the issue is when we are stressed over time, when we feel burned out, or when we're really worried, or just really managing a higher workload than what we can handle, and maybe we have personal stress in addition to maybe work stress, what happens is that this cortisol hormone gets elevated in the blood just for more than it should be, longer time. So what happens? This elevated high levels of cortisol actually stimulate fat deposits. It increases blood pressure, decreases actually how much protein the body can build. So if you're training and making sure you're eating well, to perform well at whatever sport you do, or if you just want to get strong, when your cortisol levels are running high, then unfortunately the high cortisol will increase the protein breakdown. So just not very helpful. Also, cortisol causes demineralization of the bones. So if you're dealing with osteoporosis, or you're really taking care of those bones, having high stress just really doesn't help. Also, cortisol, when it's elevated for a long period of time, it suppresses your immune system. So our immune system right now, it's very important to keep it as strong and healthy. So making sure that we manage the stress in some way is going to be extremely helpful. Something you can do to manage this stress and to make sure that this cortisol is not super elevated is going to bed at a reasonable time. And by that I mean no later than 10 p.m. I know that may be unrealistic for some people, but that is really, really huge for cortisol, because it really balances out at night. Also, there are some cortisol sparing foods, such as fruit, especially berries, and also grapes. So do not be afraid of fruits, because they have their function in how we feel. If you are eating buckets of grapes, then that is an issue. But a serving would be about half a cup to three-fourths of a cup. A day or two, it's not a big deal. So that's all I have for you today. Excited to share with you more coming up, and um, happy weekend to you.